Crafters, Karen here, and welcome back to another Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar video. Today is all about day number 9. We're going to go ahead, jump in, and get started. Flap number 9 is right here on the left top center, and it is a rectangular shape. I'm going to open up the flap and let's see what is behind that flap. Now, there's no image there, and usually what that means is that there's some kind of embellishments in that window. So I remove the extra release paper there, and sure enough, it looks like we've got some sequins in there. Nice bright yellow, and they are a solid circular shape with no holes in the middle of those. Now, what I will tell you is you'll want to stay tuned to the end of the video because there is a bonus at the end on how I use these besides how I use them in today's project. So let's go ahead and see what I make today. Now, there you see that cute little bumblebee again, and I absolutely love him. Guys, I think he is my absolute favorite so far out of this Advent calendar. And I thought what I would do today is I would make a shaker box. So you can see that I have the 3 white hexagon pieces there, and I'll show you what I do with those in just a minute. The top of the box, that is cut out of the sweet corn cardstock from Taylor Expressions, and I had to cut that out using my Cricut because the width of the box is too wide to fit through my Big Shot. Here I have the Hero Arts acetate sheets, and I will be using the striped honeycomb by Call Me Crafty Al to stencil onto those 3 pieces of white hexagons. And those will be in part of the windows of the shaker box. I'll use the Sweet Corn Tailored Expressions dye ink for the stenciling. So I bring in my stencil platform and I place the 3 hexagons on the platform and I place the stencil on top. Now, even though I have the 3 hexagons on there at once, you will see as I go ahead with the blending that I will center the stencil on each of the hexagons. So I do move the stencil for that purpose. And then I just finish this up and we will move on to the next step. Now I've got my acetate sheet and we're going to layer that on the inside flap of the top of the box. Now, what I could have done was I could have taken the hexagon shapes and I could have just, my dies, and I could have just cut them out individually. But that would have taken up the majority of the acetate sheet. So I just thought, let's just keep the full sheet and just add it to the inside top of the box. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So I bring in my wet glue and I use that to help adhere the acetate sheet in place. It allows me some wiggle room to get that lined up and in position before I seal it down and press it down with my fingers. Now I'm going to bring in my double-sided foam tape strips from scrapbook.com, and I'll need those to layer around each of the hexagons to help keep the sequins in place. But before I place the tape around the hexagons, I need to add my anti-static powder to the acetate sheet. And the reason I do this is because this will help the shaker bits shake inside their windows. If I don't add that, there's a high chance of the shaker bits sticking to the acetate and then them not really moving at all. Now, I remove both sides of the release paper of the strips. And the reason I do this is because it makes it easier to maneuver the strips around the hexagon. And anytime you're working with shaker cards or shaker boxes or whatever type of shaker item you're making, this is a good way to use the foam tape because removing both sides of that release paper really does make a difference in layering that tape down. If you just leave one side in place, it makes it a little bit more challenging to maneuver that tape around. Now, before I place the shaker bits in, I'm going to take some more of the adhesive strips And I'm going to place those into those just empty spots just to have more security of sealing that box when I need to. I have to be careful where I place those strips because I still have to, fold the box and fold those flaps over, and I don't want any of that to get in the way. Now I'm going to pour in my sequins in each of the windows, and I don't want it completely full because I want the stenciling to show through the window, as I want that to, really be part of the focal point with these, hexagon openings. So I just take the hexagon pieces and I seal the windows. And then for extra security, that's where I bring in that yellow piece of cardstock to match the color of the top of the box. And I bring in my adhesive glue, add that to the strips, all the strips, and then gives me some wiggle room to get that in place. And that's how my shaker looks so far. So I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and now I'm going to burnish all the sides, all the flaps, and that'll help me make sure that I get everything folded and creased and put into place. And you can see that I've already added the score tape on there. That I like to use score tape when I'm making boxes because it is a very strong adhesive, and I know that my box will be secure and it will stay together by using this tape. After I secure the flaps, I go ahead and bring in my bone folder and I burnish those in just to help keep all of those flaps closed. Now, that looks really, really cute, but that bee is going to make it even more cute. He is just so stinking adorable, guys. I absolutely love this bee. So far, he is my absolute favorite out of the advent calendar so far. And the fact that I've already used him a couple of times just makes my heart happy. So because he is the same color as the top of the box, I thought I would add some foam adhesive to the back of him just to give him a little bit of a pop off the box. And I remove the release paper and I place him right there next to the large hexagon. And he just, look at that. He is just super cute. I just can't say it enough, guys. Look at how adorable he is. So I just put that on the top of my box. The bottom part of the box is black. I just decided to stick with the bee colors because I wanted those hexagons to be the focal point of the box. And I could have done what I did in day 6 was I could have used the stenciling for either the top of the box or the bottom of the box. I thought that the top of the box would be too much of that stenciling because they're already in the windows. And then again, I decided not to do it on the bottom of the box because I really wanted the stenciling with the shaker bits to be the focal point on the top of the box. So there I layer the extra sequins on top just for added decor. And I'll tell you what, I love, love, love how this turned out. Now, I've got all these in place. And let's see what I do with the bonus. I get that all set. Here's the bonus. So I brought in the box from day number 6, and I just added some more sequins to the top of the box for more decoration. I added it to the banner and then throughout the top of the box. And this wraps up another video, guys. I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am. And until my next video, which is tomorrow, day number 10, I hope your day is a crafty day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you all again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.